everything it sees.
And love doesn't like everything it sees. And love doesn't like everything it sees. My name is Joseph Wilson, and I wrote those lyrics after my little sister, Mimi, accidentally came out to me as gay in the visiting room of Sing Sing Correctional Facility. She simply used the word girlfriend. She saw rejection on my face as she had from countless others, and she stopped visiting me for years. Later, a radio producer chronicled our journey through a Nancy podcast of our separation at that time to eventually writing music together. Still, the radio producer's final question caused me to ponder my position for a long time. And I've come to the conclusion that it matters less what I think and more so why I think it. My sister felt rejection, no doubt, but I was not rejecting her. Maybe at that point in time, what I can actualize was that I was disappointed. I'm 12 years older than my sister. I was incarcerated when she was 13, and I hadn't seen her again until she was age 18. So during that time, she was becoming a woman, exploring her sexuality, while I was in a cell, imagining what our normal interactions might look like. Case in point, she'd have boyfriends, and I'd beat them up. Eventually, she'd have children, and I learned to like her baby's father or husband. But then she used the word girlfriend. And all of those things changed. In an instant, there would be no boyfriends to beat up. Definitely no children. And no brother to accept into our family. Our family, it was a religious family, and we learned early out what sins were. Homosexuality happened to be listed amongst that group. We were also taught simultaneously that we should separate the sin from the sinner, see the person. But then society taught me a different lesson. I stand before you today because I committed a crime, and I am labeled a felon. And no matter what I do, including this TED Talk, I will be presented as a felon. So I ask you, do labels adequately describe who we are?
Never.
I would dare say no. If you call me an inmate enough, you'll soon forget that I'm a man, that I'm a father, that I'm a husband, that I'm a lyricist, a musician, a librettist.
A friend.
My sister, she's a woman who happens to be a lesbian. And I'm a man who happens to be incarcerated.
That's right.
So, who am I to judge? We shouldn't judge, but we do. Sorry, LGBTQ, IAA, GNC, PK community. But the progress you've made in society has not penetrated prison walls. Mere association with a gay man, a trans woman, gender nonconforming, or queer folk can ruin a man's reputation for the duration of his sentence. For me personally, the reputation of the LGBTQ community was ruined for me when I was about 12 years old, as I witnessed a man who was my spiritual leader and my family molest young men and women, including myself, for years, unchecked. And because of it, I hated him. And I hated God, and I hated society. And unbeknownst to myself, I also hated myself. So when my sister said, girlfriend, all of those things, all of that trauma welled up on my face for her. And she saw it. and she ran from it. See, today it's commonplace for us to just unfriend or cancel someone. But this time she wasn't canceling me or unfriending me from some social media apparatus. She was deleting me from her life, forgetting how she once felt, being deleted or outcast herself. So, I appeal to you, LGBTQ community, conservative heterosexuals, Republicans, Democrats, Antifa, white nationalists, law enforcement, incarcerated men and women. I know that your pain runs deep. I know that you have reasons, but I asked you, why? I would like you to redefine those reasons by considering the things that you think of when you think of someone else. I challenge you to redefine how you see another person when you equate them with a group. Imagining good reasons to behave badly towards other people. So when you have so many different mindsets, so many different ways of thinking, how can we galvanize? He who is without sin cast the first stone. Jesus said it. See, my sister and I had to go through a process of casting stones. We cast down our stone deafness, and we began to listen to one another. We cast down our etched in stone presumptions, and we learned from one another. We were able to chip away at the stony portions of our hearts, and it was there that we were truly able to love. And we used these cobblestones, if you will, to create a bridge towards one another. By no means am I finished. I'm still learning to do this myself, but I'm not doing it by myself. I'm doing it alongside her, and hopefully, after this talk, alongside all of you. Today, my sister and I, we use our differences to create music. Would you like to hear something?
Will you stay with me? I asked to beg and plead, baby, please don't leave me. I asked her why she had to leave. Was it something that I've done? Maybe I'm no longer fun. Did those feelings go away? Baby, I need you to stay. I'm begging, please don't go. The rain set shades down my window, spelling please don't go. Please don't go. I turned to you, you walked away. I asked you, can you stay? Baby, please don't leave me. You turned to me, I saw your face, but you only grabbed your phone, and you left me all alone. Why'd you block me from your page?
She blocked me? That's crazy.
Baby, I need you to stay, but I'm moving on without you. Moving on without you. Moving on without you. Moving on please.